We live in a society filled with more pressure, stress, and anxiety, and fast pace than at any other time in history. Many seek escape and relief from the tremendous strain of life by self medication through the use of alcohol, drugs, cigarette, food, and other substances. And nowadays, millions are turning to the most powerful drug ever created, which is internet or cyber addiction. This instant plug-in, push of a button drug is capturing new addicts by thousands every day. So, I would call internet and cyber addiction as the drug of the new era. Like any other drug or substance addiction, cyber addiction escalates until the individual's life is out of control and he or she becomes powerless to stop. Since the materials available in the cyber world is relatively free or relatively cheap, it can be used as often as desired. Regular users of the drug don't manifest any embarrassing outward physical signs. The addicts of internet will eventually outnumber other drug addicts. Rich or poor, educated or uneducated, I would say all are potential customers regardless of age, gender, religion, race or ethnic background. All are susceptible to addiction. Viewing internet is not just a harmless pastime. It results in serious consequences for the viewer and those around him or her. We must be careful not to be lulled into the complacency trap that says, that stuff doesn't attract me at all and I can handle it with no problem. Viewing unhealthy materials on the internet often starts out as a simple curiosity which usually turns into repeated exposures. Soon, the daily habit becomes an obsession. Then it evolves into a compulsion and its accompanying addictions. Dr. Victor Klein outlines this kind of addiction in 4 stages. First stage of addiction. Once the consumer gets hooked, they keep coming back for more and still more. That is the first stage of addiction. The second stage of addiction goes like this. It is escalation. With the passage of time, the addict requires rougher and more explicit, more deviant kinds of material to get their heights or desired pleasure. That is the second stage called escalation. The third stage is desensitization. Those materials which was originally perceived as shocking, illegal, immoral, in times came to be seen as acceptable and commonplace. The fourth stage is acting out. In this stage, there occurs an increasing tendency to act out the behaviors viewed in the cyber world that the cyber consumers had repeatedly exposed to. Cyber addiction is a catalyst for negative emotions and acts of anger, aggression, violence, especially against women and children. It produces shame, guilt, and stress in the human brain and body. These emotions release chemicals into the brain and body, and over a period of time, desensitization and habituation drive the viewer to harder, more depraved and violent contents, and in many cases to actually act out against another human being. With its instant access on the internet, this total addiction can happen very, very quickly. The cyber world uses various disguised techniques to expose and entrap the innocent, the underage, the unsuspecting, and the curious. The cyber world is radically altering attitudes and behavior towards human beings and their existence. Images viewed for only a few seconds can produce a structural change in the brain and body that may last a lifetime. Through the law of strength, the images gain immediate entrance into the brain and body and literally change the viewer on the inside. This creates a tremendous impact on the physical and chemical makeup, attitudes and behavior of the viewer. Because of this dramatic change in the structure of the brain and body, one addicted can become a significant burden and risk to family, friends and society as a whole. The funnel model depicts how a person addicted to the cyber world narrow their focus to achieve the emotional height they desire. At the top of the funnel, we are in control of our thoughts, perspectives, beliefs and morals. At the top of the funnel, we keep them in check in wider sense. When a person lets go and move from the top of the funnel, narrowing down, everything at the big picture level starts to fade away as the mind body begins to narrowly focus on the attainment of a powerful peak experience. Our wide perspective and the full mental faculties are not accessed again until after the peak experience, when we emerge from the tunnel at the base of the funnel. When an addict begins to focus on the materials in the cyber world with the intention to achieve the peak experience, the mind body races down the funnel and narrows at an amazing rate. Once someone heads down the funnel and narrows beyond a certain point, logic and reasoning do not come into play. It is totally overpowered by emotional outbreak. After exiting the narrow opening at the base of the funnel, the mind body returns quickly to the wide part of the funnel with their senses restored. After exiting the narrow opening, it would be like suddenly coming out of a cave and seeing the world again, and feeling of guilt and shame overtakes the mind of an addict and he or she enters into a hopeless dialogue with a feeling of guilt and shame. People addicted to internet lose their freedom. They often feel trapped, out of control and become slaves to it. Their moods radically change without warning, putting them on an emotional roller coaster. This usually alienates them from their friends and loved ones and plunges them even deeper into self-medicating, selfish and self-centered attitude. Even the most intelligent, respectful, prominent and successful citizens find it almost impossible to control their actions once they slide down into the narrow bottom of the addiction. No one, regardless of education, wealth, position or status, can escape from the devastating effects of this addiction once it spins out of control. To say it could never happen to me is an arrogant and foolish statement. Because of instant access on the internet, millions of people, teens and children, are being exposed very badly to the bad effects of cyber addiction. Crimes are increasing at an alarming rate. Even children are replicating what they have seen in the virtual world. Growing number of children are losing their fathers and mothers to internet and cyber addiction. These parents are in the home physically, but often are absent emotionally and spiritually. They are not present to their children. Though they are physically present, their mindset and their thought patterns are in the virtual world. The cyber world distorts the way that teens view themselves and others. The teenagers are being bombarded with sexually explicit stuff long before they have the emotional maturity, wisdom, and life experiences to make informed decisions and choices. Just like cigarettes, alcohol, and drugs, internet addiction is robbing teens of reaching their full potential and future opportunities. It damages and eventually destroys healthy family life. Many men lose their career, reputation, good name, and eventually their freedom. Cyber addiction can take a good, talented, enthusiastic person and turn him or her into people who are walking dead. Cyber addiction and obsession is destroying much of the human potential growth of our society. These kind of addictions are sending shock waves throughout the corporate world today. Productive hours and money are wasted as employees sit reverted to the computer, distracted and preoccupied with fantasies and narrow thinking. Attitudes, integrity, reliability, cooperation, honesty, and emotional stability begin to collapse. Sexual harassment incidents and lawsuits increase. As responsible people, we must realize that we can become desensitized, numb, and dumbed down as a result of a glut of unwanted stuff that surrounds us on TV, movie theaters, and in magazines. Therefore, we must by all means shut down the gateway to internet and cyber addiction by prudent use of the media in our homes. We must reassess our attitude and perceptions about what is and what is not appropriate and uplifting. If after going through this session, you decide to view internet uncontrollably or participate in cyberspace without prudence, it's your choice and you must live with the consequences. Remember, life is stewardship. The noise and darkness created by the cyber world does not harmonize with the goodness and light that exists within each of us. May each of us make commitments to refuse and rebuff the robot-like world of cyberspace that would steal from us the precious gift of being fully present and living in every moment.